Hey everyone, welcome to my September wrap-up video. In today's video, I'm going to briefly talk about all the books that I read in the month of September, which is not a lot. But I also have a day job, so that's the best I am able to do at this point. Although I did end up watching 2 full K-dramas this month, so I don't think the job is where all the time is going. So one by one, I'm going to be discussing all these books that I finished this month. I'm going to give a brief synopsis and a brief review on it. For a full-length review, I'll leave down the links of the videos down below. The first book that I read this month was It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. So for those of you who don't know, the movie that came out this year with Blake Lively and all the drama with Justin Baldoni called It Ends With Us was based on a Colleen Hoover book with the same title. I'm guessing to market the movie, Colleen came up with publishing a sequel to it called It Starts With Us. I personally have a love-hate relationship with Colleen Hoover books. Some of them I really love, some of them really make me very icky. And It Ends With Us was surprisingly not that kind of a book. I actually really enjoyed it. I think the book actually did justice to what trauma Lily had in the past. But of course, when it came to the big screen, it got badly ruined with Blake Lively and all that drama. But anyway, It Ends With Us is not the book that I read this September. I read its sequel, It Starts With Us. And there was not a lot in this book. And I was not impressed. Since I want to keep this full video spoiler free, I'm not going to go into the details of what happened in this book. But this book only had the continuation of the love story that had just begun towards the end of It Ends With Us. And that was it. It just felt like a dragged out epilogue to me. When I read It Ends With Us, I was so emotionally involved in this book, but even with the same characters, I did not really feel that way about this book. The next book that I read in September is also a rom-com. And since I've already told you guys about my love-hate relationship with Colleen Hoover, I really wanted to try some new rom-com authors out there. And that's when I picked up this book, Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I've heard a lot about Christina Lauren books. I love the rom-com genre, and I have been looking for an author who would make me feel the same things that at one point Colleen Hoover has without giving me the ick. So that's why I picked up this book, but it was a little disappointing. I have a full review video on it if you want to get into the details. I'll link it down below. But honestly, after reading this book, I don't get the hype that Christina Lauren has. I really liked how she wrote this book. She wrote this book in present and in the past. So basically this book is about Macy and Elliot, who were really close when they were in high school, but for some reason they had a very bad falling out and they have not spoken in about 10 years or so. And then they finally meet after all this time and then they start to hash it out. But what I actually liked about this book was how the story was written. So there were 2 parallels going on. At one side, the story was continuing in the present, and parallelly, the story was also continuing in the past. So little by little, we get to know about everything. But what made me actually be disappointed with this book was how it ended and how it really stretched in the middle. I mean, you know that point where the conflict needs to come? It did not. I remember going through the last 100 pages. It was a real pain for me. I kept waiting for that conflict to come in, but it did not. That all being said, since I had a lot of hopes on Christina Lauren books, I wanted to read another one. And this other book that somebody had recommended to me was called The Honeymooners. I don't know how this happened and what I was doing while ordering it, but I ended up ordering a totally different book called The Enemy by Sarah Adams. Since I did not know anything about Sarah Adams, I thought it would be a delightful surprise, honestly. Since it was in the same genre, so I thought, how bad could it be? And let me tell you, it was not bad. And I am going to post a full review on this book next week. Be sure to check that out. But it was not bad. It was just the overall experience of reading this book was pretty underwhelming for me. And I didn't really enjoy it all that much, and that's all I'm going to say in this video. If you want to get into the retail, stay tuned for next week's book review. Next book, or rather 3 books that I read this month were Restore Me, Defy Me and Imagine Me. So these are the last 3 books in the Shatter Me series, and I don't think I'm going to be getting into the details of the Shatter Me series in this book review because I've already posted 2 videos on the Shatter Me series. I'll link them both down below. You guys can go check it out. It was an experience reading these books. I loved this one. I was really frustrated with this one, and this one was just plain disappointing. And that's my overall views. If you guys have some different views, do let me know in the comments below and we can chat. And if you are interested to watch the full review videos of the full Shatter Me series, I'll post the links to the 2 videos down below. So that brings us to the last book that I read this September. It's Percy Jackson and the Chalice of Gods. And honestly, I don't think any other book that I read this month has given me this joy. And even though Restore Me is a much better book than Percy Jackson and the Chalice of Gods, I mean, they're technically different genres, so you can't really compare them. But in terms of complexity of the plot and everything, Restore Me does take the cake. But since the other 2 books were such a disappointment, I think this one goes to Percy Jackson. So for those of you who don't know, Percy Jackson and the Chalice of God was the newest book in the Percy Jackson series. It's from the point of view of Percy, and I think the new book for this is also out. It's called Wrath of the Triple Goddess. I am excited to read that one as well. Reading this book from the point of view of Percy was just a very happy experience for me, because if you've read the Percy Jackson series, you know how funny and snarky Percy is as a main character, and it's always really fun to read from his point of view. And we had not gotten that for the longest time, not after Heroes of Olympus ended. We got Trials of Apollo, Magnus Chase and whatnot in between that, but we never got the point of view of Percy back, and here we did get that. It was not a high stakes book at all, but it was a very fun read. So that wraps up my September wrap-up video. These are all the books that I read this September. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do like, share and subscribe. And if you want to discuss anything about these books, feel free to comment below and we can take it up there. Bye!